If you've tuned in over the 10 seasons of Taste Utah, you know when it comes to pizza, we do not mess around. Utah has some of the most epic and accessible pizza no matter where you're traveling in the state. One of the most important ingredients in a good pizza dough is the grain. And we're proud that a ton of Utah pizza actually starts at Central Milling up in Logan. From Antica Forma in Moab to Centro Pizza in Cedar City, Mott's with their 3 locations between Salt Lake County and Utah County, Pizza No-No, the list goes on and on. And we've got one coming at you hot, like piping hot, just out of the oven. Because this is a story about the pizza restaurant that almost wasn't. This week on Taste Utah, we're in Price at Juniper Kitchen, where the intention was to create a slice of home for Sherry and her husband and introduce a pizza home to her new community. They've expanded beyond pizza, though it's still a pivotal part of their menu, but the 2 most important ingredients aren't found in mozzarella or tomato sauce. It's actually grit and gumption that's behind this incredible menu. Behind every good food story is a great people story. Taste Utah brings you the faces behind our local flavors, from soil and seeds to the variety of our authentically Utah restaurants. The views along the way, they're not bad either. Food is a necessity. It's how we create it, craft it, and experience it together that truly connects Utah's restaurant community. The secret to our sauce is simple. It's our farmers, artisans, chefs, restaurateurs, and hospitality professionals that make Utah a dining destination. You always have a seat at this table. We're coming to you from what is affectionately known as the Carbon Corridor. We're in Price. I'm taking you to Juniper Kitchen, formerly known as Juniper Pizza Kitchen, because they are known for their legit pizza, but their menu now has a whole other side. We're gonna sit down with Sherry. She's gonna introduce us to what's on the menu. Hi, Katy.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am so good. I've driven all the way from Salt Lake City. I'm hungry. And I feel very welcomed.
You are. We are so excited you're here, ready to feed you. Do you want to go upstairs and get a table?
I would love to get some food.
Fantastic.
All right.
We just tried to do a little medley of some of our favorite foods.
Okay.
We have our Hatch Chili Burger, which has local Hatch chilies, our jalapeno popper filling, and some cheddar. And then you have our Strawberry Field salad. We make all of our vinaigrettes from scratch.
Okay.
Except for the breadstick, all of our salads are gluten-free. And the meats on main is the pizza that we're gonna try today.
Okay.
It has 4 kinds of meats and it's topped with banana peppers.
Meats
for a
on
little
Main.
bit of spice. Yes. Back to our old days when we were back on Main Street.
Okay.
The pizza on Main.
I love it.
I have a stromboli
Okay.
with a side of arugula salad and then just a
Love.
variety of desserts.
What is a stromboli, by the way?
So it kind of depends on what region you're from,
Okay.
but there's no sauce inside.
Okay.
It's rolled up. It really accentuates the bread, the dough, because we make all of our dough from scratch every day.
Okay.
We use local Utah wheat.
I love that. Local Utah wheat. Where are you getting it from?
So from Central Milling.
Central Milling, which is so great. We featured them maybe our 3rd season. They're actually the oldest business in Utah. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It's so cool. Up in Logan.
They've been wonderful to work with.
Oh, I just love it. And I love when you can use local. Talk to us a little bit about making your doughs from scratch. What does that entail?
So it's a 3-day process. We like to ferment the dough for 3 days.
Wow.
We start with a biga, and that ferments overnight. And then we make the dough on the 2nd day, and then we bulk ferment it for another night. And then we ball it, and then it gets 1 more night in the cooler, and on the 3rd day is when we bake it off.
It's amazing. So it's almost like a sourdough process a little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, how extraordinary. Why pizza?
Well, Ryan and I are originally from northern Indiana, kind of near Chicago. We grew up with a lot of, we just thought they were regular restaurants. I mean, we were surrounded by great pizza, great Italian food, and we've moved around quite a bit with Ryan's work and just really missed a hometown pizzeria.
That's amazing. I mean, I have to say some of my favorite Utah food stories start like that, where it's like, you're missing something from home, you want to feel settled, so you figure out, why not just do it myself?
Yeah, and offer something, bring something to the community that I kind of felt like like it needed a little bit. We
Yeah.
love this area, and we just wanted some place where you could have your whole family come or have a date night, you know, just a little something for everyone.
That's so special. And really, this is your second location because you kind of outgrew your first one.
Yeah, we did. We've loved this building for years. It's definitely a landmark in this area. And we were super excited with the opportunity to expand and be able to host private events. We've had weddings here, family reunions, larger kitchen, and we were able to expand our menu a lot as well, which is nice.
What are some of the things that people can expect when they come here?
We are known for our pizza, and I'd say we're kind of known for our baked goods too, because I love baking from scratch. That's more of my background, the dough, the baking, and now we have a full liquor license.
So great drinks.
Yes.
And also fun non-alcoholic drinks.
So we carry a lot of Squatters,
Nice.
Uinta, Wasatch. Ryan's a big fan of Melvin's, so we have Melvin's.
Love
Brewery
Melvin,
here.
just a neighbor, right?
Yeah, they're close enough.
Close
enough. And then we rotate the selection of wines seasonally. We
Nice.
have white wine, red wine, and we have 5 to 6 craft cocktails rotating seasonally. And if you're not into alcohol, we have our Italian sodas.
Yeah.
We make our mint syrup for our sweet tea from scratch with fresh mint every
I
week.
love that. I even noticed on your menu you do an in-house made ginger syrup,
Yeah, we make that with fresh ginger.
which is so special because then you could get like a ginger ale, but like that's made with legit fresh ginger.
Yeah, it really brings the mocktails up a level, and you know makes the Moscow mules really have a little kick to it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah, we try to be inclusive. We have vegan options, we have vegetarian options, we have non-alcoholic options.
Yeah.
We want everyone to feel welcome.
Gluten-free, which is saying a lot,
Yeah.
especially if one of your staples is pizza.
Absolutely.
Do you offer gluten-free pizza crust or no?
We do. We
You
have
do?
a cauliflower, gluten-free, keto-friendly crust that you can get just about any topping on. We also have vegan mozzarella that we special order from an Italian cheese producer that makes excellent vegan mozzarella.
Tell us a little bit about what makes your mozzarella so special.
So we only use grande whole milk mozzarella, which I feel is the best mozzarella you can get to top a pizza with. And it's just a pure product. You get it super fresh, no preservatives in it. And the taste, I think, really melts differently. It tastes differently. We use a whole milk mozzarella, provolone, and a little white cheddar. So it's our own blend.
Those are like the best melty cheeses
Yes,
too, right?
yeah.
Unlike the white cheddar, that I've never heard of that. That's really, really special.
Just a little bit, yeah. It was something that we've recently discovered when we were traveling, and we loved it, so we've kind of incorporated it into our own.
That is so cool. Now I feel like we have to get a little bit more into the baked goods, knowing that you have this this real passion for baking.
I do. I love baking. That's kind of my background.
Okay.
So we always have a Kahlua tiramisu on the menu, which has been super popular. Our creme brulee, which is gluten-free, so we try to keep that option available.
Okay.
In the middle, we often rotate cupcakes. This is a hummingbird cupcake.
Hummingbird?
Have you heard? Do you like hummingbird?
I love hummingbirds.
It's not real popular here,
No.
but it's one of my favorite. It's a banana cake
Okay.
with pineapple and coconut and
Ooh,
pecans.
I love it. And then just like a buttercream frosting, or
It's a cream cheese frosting.
Yeah.
Yep, cream cheese. It's kind of dense like a carrot cake, but it's almost tropical tasting.
yeah, I love that.
And then our turtle cheesecake has been really popular. It's just a classic New York cheesecake with pecans, caramel, and chocolate.
You said that baking is sort of your passion, but it has a chef's touch. Tell us a little bit about the journey of curating your menu.
You know, I've just been super lucky we've lived in larger cities, we've
Okay.
lived in smaller cities. When I was younger, I worked for a couple of great restaurants, and people really took me under their wing. I don't have any professional schooling in any way, but I just was always in the kitchen, started as a caterer, and then when we moved to a larger city, worked for a restaurant group and learned a lot from them.
Oh, I love that. And you can tell it's very thoughtful. There's lots of rich flavor, there's lots of texture, there's just layers, which is really, really smart. Everything seems very well balanced.
Thank you, I appreciate that. We do try to layer our flavors and have a little surprise in everything, just a little twist at the end, like the banana peppers or the candied almonds or whatever it is.
Yeah, absolutely. A little sweet, a little savory. Well, I have to say the dough. I mean, the dough is just decadent. You know, it has that
thank you.
chew that I think a really quality pizza dough should have. And it's nice and thin. It holds up to the toppings. I mean, it really just is fabulous.
Thank you.
We're back in Price at Juniper Kitchen, learning the secret to their sauce. And though we're talking pizza and ingredients for the menu, we're also talking about humility, tenacity, and a willingness to roll with the punches.
How long have you been open as a concept? As we said, this was your second location. So first location, downtown Price.
Yes, we opened February 2020, about 3 weeks before we had to close down.
You
for
opened
COVID.
3 weeks before
Yeah,
COVID.
absolutely.
What was the first year of your restaurant like?
Ryan was amazing. I mean, he took on the homeschooling and the kids. We have 4 boys and
Wow.
really held that down. There were nights, many nights, that I just slept at the restaurant. He brought a cot in.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's just, we were trying to figure out the dough and when to make it and keeping it going.
How big was your team?
Our team was pretty small at that point. We had about 3 people.
Yeah.
But we still have 2 of those 3 people with us.
That's amazing.
And, yeah, they've been wonderful. They're still in our kitchen. We're super
Oh my
lucky to have
gosh.
them. I had underestimated what a challenge dough would be to this extent, like to create it, and now we're going through 100 pounds of flour a day.
How did you survive the pandemic? What were some of the measures that you took to make sure that you were supporting yourself and your staff?
At that time, no one in Price had curbside pickup, curbside contactless delivery. But we were able to transition to that very, very fast.
Nice.
I'm so glad that we did a pizza place because it carries out well.
You couldn't have
Pizza
chosen
kits.
almost a better concept.
Exactly. Pizza kits were super fun.
Oh,
We
that's
did
smart.
baked goods for Mother's Day. We had camping packages where you could come and get all kinds of food that you could take on your hunting trip or your camping
That's
trip.
so smart.
Whatever we could to figure it out. We figured it out.
It's been a great success. I couldn't have envisioned this 3-4 years ago, but it's been extremely popular. We've had celebrities come through here. We've had tons of international travelers come through, and it's all because of the ratings and just the pride that she shows in her work and the ingredients, and I think it really shows through.
And honestly, like the two of you being the support for one another to be able to create something like this, it all starts there. So that's also
Absolutely.
really, really special.
It is special. We're lucky.
You're actually going to iterate sort of away from only pizza, right? So the name
Yes.
is shifting.
It is, yeah. We're changing our name to Juniper Kitchen.
Okay.
We really want to kind of connote that we are making so many things from scratch when we can, when it makes sense. And when I can't make it from scratch, like these burger buns, I've tried. But
Yeah.
Salt City Bake, I mean, they are
Out
a
of Salt Lake
fantastic
City,
partner.
yeah, absolutely.
So we try, if I can't make it from scratch, we try to find the best local ingredients that we can and support that.
One of the people I quote often on the show is Matt Caputo. I just love him. I love Caputos. But he often says, if you can't duplicate something that someone else is doing really, really well, then why not support that person that's doing that really, really well?
Absolutely.
Let them do that and then bring that into your restaurant or your business or whatever your
Yeah.
life is offering.
That's been a huge lesson for me because I've gone from trying to make every single thing from scratch to just trying to have about a third to half of the menu from scratch and then sourcing everything else, because I think that was just a kind of a lesson I had to learn in the beginning.
what it shows me is it exemplifies an adherence to quality and care. Like you care so much, you
I
want
do
to be
care.
able to put your signature, your mark, or your handcrafted touch on everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes that does mean knowing when you can offer that to the best of your ability and knowing when you can ask for help.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
I have to ask about this Volkswagen.
1972. That came with the building.
Okay.
Yeah, that was here. We love it.
I was going to
We've
say, is
always
it
loved
something
it.
you're going to keep? Because I know you're talking
Absolutely.
about some evolutions of even this space a little bit.
Yeah, we would like to infuse this building with a little more of the Juniper spirit as we kind of live here a little bit longer. This is such a cool building. There's so many memories for people in this area.
And why is it so special? Tell me. I'm not aware of the history.
So this building was built in the 90s. It's Yellowstone, beetle-killed trees.
It's a very well-known building in the area. People really like this building.
Yeah, it's
It's
meaningful.
got a lot of character, and we do have a dog-friendly patio, which is
that's
good
awesome.
for travelers coming through. So it's just a fun place. It's got
fun.
a lot of character. It's kind of a casual, but she brings a sophistication to the food that makes it even more fun.
Yeah, I completely agree. It feels so welcoming. It feels so inclusive. The menu is so inclusive, which I just really love. But it is elevated. It's not, you know, it's you share a wall with like a convenience store.
Yeah, we do.
Which you know, so you get off the freeway and you're like, oh, I'm going to this restaurant that shares a wall with a convenience store. I wonder what I'll get. And you come here and you're just like mind blown, face melting, because the food is just that good.
Thank you.
And I love this story. So all of this wood that you see is from Yellowstone. Mm-hmm. It's from, you know, trees that weren't able to stand anymore. So it's repurposed, which is so special.
Yeah.
And that you're holding true to like the nuts and the bolts of that, and the community loves it, and now you're in here and the community loves you. So it's like this perfect synergy. And you'll continue to evolve it and iterate it so that it feels more whole for you. Mm-hmm. But I'll say you've started with the menu, and the menu is phenomenal, and you've grown it in such an impeccable way. I just can't wait to continue to watch how you iterate this experience for yourselves and each other and your community, which includes me. I'm really grateful to be a part of it.
We're happy to have you.
Thank you. I would love to pop back in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
And meet more of your community, and maybe make something with your chef. Will you tell me a little bit about your chef?
Yes, so today you're going to meet Jeff, and he is the gentleman that has been with us. He started as a dishwasher.
Oh my gosh.
And our head professional cook from Las Vegas quit the night before, and Jeff just jumped in and helped me take over, because I could do it, but I was running up front and running in the back.
You could do it, but you'd have no sanity left.
He has been my right-hand man, has he not, since
absolutely.
The day we opened. And
How
just constant encouragement. And then we were lucky enough, he brought his wife in the second or third day we were open, and she's been with us ever since as well.
What a horrible story, like nightmare of a story. The night before you're meant to open, your chef quits. You say, hey, let's figure out a way, and then you have these really cool people around you that are like, yeah, we'll rise to the occasion too.
Absolutely. We just figured it out. And
I mean,
it's worked out great. The community's been wonderful.
You're knocking it out of the park. You're doing a great job. So just keep up the great work, and know that you really have something special here. You really are very special people.
That's nice.
And I'm excited to go meet Jeff, and hopefully when I come back there is nothing left but maybe one of those desserts, because I've been eyeballing that tiramisu. At some point I'm gonna have to put a fork in it.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice. We hope you do.
Jeff, it's so nice to be back in your kitchen. I mean, Sherry and Ryan spoke so highly of you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, what are you gonna make for us?
We're going to do the caprese flatbread.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with a little oil, all right? And then we'll just go ahead and put some cheese on top of it.
All right, a little diced up cheese.
Just spread it out.
Do you find the dice melts better than the shredded? I'm just curious.
Yes, I like the dice a lot better. It
Okay.
melts farther, it tastes better, and it don't burn as quick as
Shredded.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. All right, and then we'll go ahead and put some tomatoes on here.
Okay, tomatoes go down right on top of
Yep.
the mozz and the provolone. Yum. Caprese is one of my favorite things, and then on your pizza dough, I can only imagine it's just like elevated.
Yes, and then the rest of the ingredients just come on after.
After? Okay, cool. So
So-
we put it in the oven?
Yep.
This amazing Swedish pizza oven, one of a kind in Utah right now. It's so cool. Jeff, tell me a little bit about what got you into cooking, because basically Sherry said you started as a dishwasher and then she
Yeah.
lost her chef and you were like, I got this.
So I was coal mining for 5 years, and I got tired of being underground. Money was good, but I didn't get too much of my kids as they were going older. So went out, looked for jobs, seeing she was hiring. She hired me as a dishwasher. I was helping her before we opened, just to get the building up. The day before we opened, the cook quits, and she's like, "Well, I like your work ethic. Can you learn to cook?" I'm like, "I've never done it, but I'm willing to." Wow. And so from there to now, I enjoy cooking so much.
What do you love about it?
Yeah, I like seeing the people.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can tell you take a lot of pride in what you do, which is really special. And I just have to say, like, I'm blown away that you went from coal mining to being hired as sort of like a dishwasher and helping out all around, kind of all-star.
Yeah.
And then saying like, no, you know what? I'll take this on.
Yeah.
And not only did you take it on, but you're like, I actually kind of really like this.
I do.
And it's something you take pride in.
I do, a lot actually. After learning everything and being here 4 years, I kind of want to make it like a career.
This is your career.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I think that's probably on the stars for you because
Yeah.
it's like you are so phenomenal at what you do.
Thank you.
How do we know when our flatbread's getting close to done?
So like right now, it's getting a little dark on the edges,
Uh-huh.
so I'm gonna get this and take it off the screen.
Oh, nice.
And then when it comes off the screen, it's about a minute just to
Get that nice crunch on the bottom.
Yeah.
And what is that like rock on the?
Yeah, that's just rock.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
I started off on the screen because like the fresh, the dough, and then the
Yeah, you
flour.
don't want it to stick, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all flat.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Our goal is eventually just to not use the screen, but we're
Yeah.
so fresh into all this. We're just learning the dough.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it, you know, like what do they call them? Like the leopard spots and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the leoparding.
Yeah.
Yes. Try and get that too. Get a little bit, but
Get a little bit of it
with
all.
this all being new,
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
we'll go ahead and put some butter on it first.
Yum.
Surround
And
the edges.
just butter.
Yep. Just garlic butter.
Oh, garlic. Okay,
Garlic butter,
Yeah,
sorry.
you gotta get that garlic
Yeah,
in there.
sorry,
Right?
yes.
No, I love it.
And
I
then
was hoping it was garlic butter.
I love the garlic butter. Then we'll just put a little bit glaze on it.
Okay, beautiful.
And then some basil on top.
The basil, and it plus it has that acid, a little bit of sweet. Like it's nice.
And then we'll just go ahead and cut it down the middle.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Right on the plate. You as a human, super inspiring. Your wife working side by side, how incredible.
Yeah, that's
this
good.
entire restaurant that is owned by a wife and husband team. It's just filled with love and hospitality and service and community.
That's the best thing is the culture. It's so hard to find anywhere, and what we have is pretty good. I love it here.
It's phenomenal. I'm gonna take a bite of this.
Yes.
You take a bite. Will you take a bite
I'll
with
take
me?
a bite with
Okay,
you.
we'll do a pizza cheers.
Okay.
And just thank you so much.
Hey,
this has been
thank
so
you.
wonderful. Oh yeah.
That looks good.